play this song, we need to know 3 chords: the E, A, and G chords. To play the E chord, we're going to put our second finger on the second fret of the A string. We're going to put our third finger on the second fret of the D string and our first finger on the first fret of the G string, and we're going to play all 6 strings. That's the E chord. To play the A, we're going to put our second finger on the second fret of the D, our first finger on the second fret of the G, and our third finger on the second fret of the B string, and we're going to strum from the A string down, not playing the top E string. That's the A chord. And finally the G chord. We're going to put our second finger on the third fret of the low E, our first finger on the second fret of the A string, and our third finger on the third fret of the high E. We're going to play all 6 strings. And that's our G chord. Now before we get into strumming the chords, we need to play the intro. So we're going to start off on the 12th fret of the low E and play it twice. And then we're going to move down 1 fret and play that twice on the 11th. 10th fret twice, 9th twice, 8th twice, 7th twice, 6th twice, and finally the 5th twice. Now the second part of the intro, we need to strum the E chord for 4 bars. Every bar has the same strumming pattern, and it goes like this: down, down, up, down, down, up. And that's it for 4 bars. So first bar, then second, third bar, and the 4th bar. Moving on to the verse, we do exactly the same thing. And again, we play the E chord, except we need to do it for 8 bars. Second bar, third bar, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th bar. And then we move on to the A chord, and we do that for 4 bars. 1 bar, second, third, 4th, and then back to the E chord for 4 bars. 1, 2, and 4th bar. Now moving on to the chorus, we're now going to add in the G chord, and we're going to change the strumming. Each bar is going to have this strumming pattern: down, down, up, up, down, up. And each chord is going to go for 1 bar each. So we're going to go G chord for 1 bar, E chord for 1 bar, G chord for 1 bar, E chord for 1 bar, chord, and then we finish on 1 strum of E. And that's how you play These Boots Are Made for Walking.